If you have a recipe file on your computer that you'd like to add to your collection, ClassCart can do a lot of the heavy lifting for you with our file upload function. So let's say I want to add this egg salad pita recipe to my collection, and I have it here as a Word document. All I need to do is go into ClassCart. I'll go to the recipes page and I'll say create recipe. And as you can see, I've selected the upload from file option here, and it shows me a box where I can drag the file or I can click to select a file. And the supported file types are images, PDFs, Word documents, or Excel files. And these don't need to be formatted in any specific way for ClassCart. It just generally reads the information in the files and does what it can to convert it into a ClassCart recipe. So I will go ahead and click to select a file. And here I already have the egg salad recipe in a folder, and I will click open. And now what ClassCart will do is it'll upload the file, read it, and do the best it can to get all the information and fill it in for me. Once it's read all the information, it will show me a summary up here, and it has the file on the side here for reference. I can hide that document if I don't want to see it, but I want to see it just for reference. And now what I can do is I can go through this and just double check that everything is correct or make any tweaks that I want to make. So we have the correct title. I will keep that as 1 serving. I can update any of these details, so I can put it in a folder or give it a tag, assign it to a class. And we have an image here in the file, so I could actually save this image as, and I'll save it to my desktop. And now what that means is I can go add an image, click select, and go desktop and download for. Okay, so we've got the recipe image, and I can double check the method. Step 1, let's read that. Step 2, step 3, that looks to be about right. On to the next. And the main part of uploading a recipe file is just going through all the ingredients and double checking them with the source file to make sure the information is accurate. So ClassCart tries to match all the ingredients in this file to ingredients I have in my collection in ClassCart. But wherever it is unable to match, I will see this orange outline here that's telling me it hasn't selected an ingredient, and I have to do that. So I can come in here and I can say, let's look for pita bread. And I can see in my collection I have a pita bread, but this is calling for mini pita bread. So whenever I find an ingredient that I don't already have in my collection, I can just add it in line here by selecting this can't find the ingredient option. And then I can start to fill in the details. For this pita bread option, because I already have one that I want to be basing it off of, I can search for it in this duplicate an ingredient box and look for pita bread. I select that and then make any changes I need to for this option, which will be mini. And it has all the measurements pre-selected to match what was already in my collection. But if you want more details on how to add an ingredient and get the correct measurements, I'd suggest watching the video we have on ingredient measurements in ClassCart. But now that I've filled in all the details for this mini pita bread ingredient, I can go create ingredient, and it will be pre-selected, and it's telling me that's 2 whole, which is correct, and I can move on. So we have 3 eggs boiled, and it's eggs 3 whole, boiled. That's correct. 4 cherry tomatoes quartered, cherry tomatoes 4 whole quartered. That's correct. 2 spring onions chopped, onion spring 2 whole chopped. That's correct. 1 teaspoon mayonnaise. We have mayonnaise 1 teaspoon. That's correct. And we have a pinch of salt and pepper. So here it's selected salt and pepper, which is the correct ingredient, but in the amount input it's entered pinch, and we have an orange highlight here telling us this is an invalid input. So I will remove the amount here, and since a numbered amount was not entered, I will actually just go for 0 because it's a pinch, so it's a very small amount, and I will enter into this preparation method text just pinch. And then you can see what the output will be once this is done. So I've gone through all the ingredients and all the details and just double check that they're all correct. And once I've done all that, I can then go create recipe. Yep, and once the recipe is created, I can view and edit it from the recipes page, and I can also order it and so on. So I'll go to the recipes page, and here we have the egg salad pita that I just created. And this is how the salt and pepper looks with no ingredient amount. So it's just telling me salt and pepper pinch. And that in a nutshell is how to upload a recipe from a file.